Everybody, welcome back to the very special 50th episode of Let's Play the 13th Age.
Holy shit!
I know, right? We made it!
Which anniversary is this?
Looks
Do all the
like
sound
we made
effects.
it. Da-da-da-da-da.
When did we actually start the campaign, like, date-wise?
No clue.
Like, I know it's probably closer to 2 years, but I don't know how.
Tale as old as time.
That's super messed up. This is way too messed up. Don't make me think about
It
it.
started in like January.
It's definitely
Not
the
January.
roundest number we've had.
It was definitely 2000.
I'll show you some round numbers.
8, 0, 9,
Session
sort of.
23 or something, whenever you had the guest GM. I know that was June of last year for personal reasons.
Incredible.
Yeah. So, back in session 49, which is not a significantly interesting number unless you like 7 squared.
But it was a really good session.
Base sevens. Come on, show some
I'll
respect.
say this is a campaign about 7 squares.
Oh my god!
Explosions.
End the campaign.
But in any case, all that really happened is the Battlevan fell down and then they had a fight.
I think that's a little bit reductive.
So now we,
Yeah, I mean, we should at least say what we fought.
yeah, you fought this Empyrean dragon who's now still lying at the foot of your where the cargo hold of your battle van landed and impacted in this soft marshland. In the time since, that cargo hold has been patched up, and the battle van is now back in one piece, and you're ready to head out. But eagle-eared listeners will note that at the end of last session, Scarlet noticed a different, just a twitch in the wind, a sniff in the air. There's a magical mystery afoot, and you guys were heading downriver to investigate.
Good thing we just fixed our mystery machine.
Everyone get in the mystery machine.
And you
Really
got an
fixed.
animal sidekick.
Yeah.
Wimbledon.
Ruh-roh.
A new one. Sorry, Rip.
Oh, it's Rimbledon.
Oh.
Rip
You
has
guys
been
have
replaced. There's a new adorable creature.
Oh, you mean. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rip's now been demoted to the
What are you
Scrappy
talking about?
Doo.
Rip was replaced a while ago. He's Doc
He's
Smolder
Doc
right
now,
now.
that's right.
Rips down in the dumps.
During the
Rip's having a bad day.
as the
Oops.
final touches were being put on the repairs, that orb back to that two-way orb begins humming and glowing, and whoever knapsack is holding it.
That's
That's,
probably mine because I'm the last.
Probably
one to
Scarlet.
answer.
You're the one with the orb.
Because you're the possessive wizard and just have to have the glowing orb.
Hey guys, this
I
orb.
know
Hey,
how to use this. as
hey
Scarlet.
guys, this orb I found is glowing.
I literally made the orb do what it does.
Yeah, whatever, Scarlet.
Well,
Say it,
Bella,
maybe I want to hold an orb sometime.
the fight gets a little bit more tense once Bella recognizes Tran's face in the orb,
Oh,
Make-
tell us
making
hi,
this-
tell us hi.
making this incoming call.
You can have it if you like. You can talk.
Oh,
Just push Scarlet off the
What
cargo.
can I do for you, Tran?
Oh, good. I was so glad you picked up. I've got a message for you. Yes. You can tell that she wasn't really composed. This must be a last-minute thing. She's got, like, axle grease on her face. Her goggles are still down. Yes.
That's fine, I just fought a dragon. Also, our battle van crashed. Well, kind of.
Oh. How's it doing?
Mint, how's it doing?
Well,
We're currently standing
it's
inside the
great.
burning wreckage.
Could-
No,
could
the
you
battle
just,
van's
like,
great. This is
Hold
great.
the
Everything's
orb
good.
up to it.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Okay.
We dropped the cargo hold.
To be expected. Okay. She
So working as intended? That's
she
the feature.
directs you like which bits to point it at. You're like, okay, yeah, you're good to go. Just slot that on. The workings are still working. You'll be able to roll and fly. When you take it in, we can do some fine tuning. But you're actually pretty much fine. You must have landed on some really soft ground.
Oh, yeah,
Marsh.
we're in a marsh. Yeah.
Perfect, marsh.
Bella
Anyway,
turns the orb back around and
yes.
points it at her, and she's petting Wimbledon now.
I just get Wimbledon's like shoving his way into the.
Like Tran can see her just petting Wimbledon like nothing.
Is that
nothing's weird
Scarlet's
about her.
cousin or something?
Oh no, it's Wimbledon.
Oh, okay.
I heard that.
It's we met this robot and he befriended a wyvern.
Maybe Scarlet's some unevolved ancestor of Wimbledon.
Unevolved.
Dang.
Anyway,
Anyway, hey,
what
what
was yes? Oh, right. The person who came to the door. There was a person who came to the door for you, inviting you to the celebration commemorating 2 months since the cathedral began moving again. It's in the Queen's Court, and it starts. She checks a timepiece of her own design 5 minutes ago.
And since every month in the 13th age is 25 days long, it's the 50-day anniversary.
Oh, I get it.
Would you like to go in my place or send someone in my place? Because I don't think we're gonna make it.
5 minutes ago, I figure that was the point. It was one of those people who were like, "Congratulations," but you could tell they didn't mean it. I think we were giving literal last-minute notice on a to like fulfill a technicality.
Does Tran want to literally go as Bella?
They were real snooty about it.
Who was it exactly? Do you know?
It's a name that you recognize as, like, in your time dealing with court matters when you were separated from the party, someone who gave you an especially cold and snooty reception, but who hasn't
Did they know that one guy
specifically
that-
turned up in your research yet.
Did they happen to know that one guy that I busted for going after Bride a bunch and just trying to make?
They're known to have a biannual squash game, which is actually played with squashes.
All right, well, noted, I suppose. If you think you can make it, show up fashionably late, you're free to go in my place and see what's up. But otherwise, I appreciate the news.
She gives you a thumbs up and starts wiping the grease off her face, and as the rag comes down, you can see her features slowly becoming your own.
Creepy.
All right, looking good.
Looking good. All right. As you head,
If you need a companion, you can take my brother, but take the older one because the other one should never be around elves. They'll just look at Algernon and just, you know what happened to Gilder? They'll probably do the exact same thing.
Gilder's fine.
Technically, I guess so, but
anyhow, as you move downriver, which on this particular river happens to be south, you notice that it's a good thing that Battlevan works on that self-laying track system because it distributes the weight over the soft ground, sort of like snowshoes, but for a wagon.
Hooray, we're geniuses.
If you just had wheels, you'd probably be sinking much deeper than you are.
Awful. Who would design wheels?
Margaret would have some sort of snide comment about the Empire.
As the river continues mostly toward a general southeastern direction, but with its twists and turns and bends here and there, you do see a tree line of a forest ahead, and coming over a ridge, you see that in that tree line is something between a village and a town, if one were to estimate its size.
How convenient.
And outside of which,
Maybe
there's
like a township.
perhaps outside of which there's a giant pile of what seems to be junk from this distance.
John.
Oh, I forgot to draw that part. Hang on. I'll draw the junk. Junk's over here.
Jump.
Junk.
It's just junk.
Junk.
You guys,
Okay.
is that a principality up ahead? I think we should check it out.
It is not a principality.
No,
Looks like we stumbled over
definitely
some
a
sort of
township.
county.
It's definitely a township.
Which side of the river are we on? I guess we'd be on this side. Whatever.
Whatever. Hey, you're the one with the flying pet, so...
Wait,
Maybe it's an
for a second-
unincorporated community.
Oh wow, that's a lot that was drawn. I was like looking at the map and I scrolled up to try to find what we were looking for, and I was like, wait, that is the Orb Lord Battlevan. I don't know about that one.
It was turned into a town while we slept.
Go the other way. Also, wow, a lot that was drawn.
Look
This
at
is
that
a very
junk file.
well done map.
Pretty good junk pile.
This is a very junk file.
It is.
Oh, it's perfect for you, Slots.
No, I think you'd fit right in better. You're from Horizon, right? Just make yourself at home.
Oh my god.
I'm not quite as rusty as you are.
Yo, Slots. You,
Hi.
like, seriously though? Fucking lay off it.
Never.
Line in the sand. Anyhow, as you get nearer, you see that this junk pile seems to be guarded by a very severe, muscular man with a great broadsword
Hi.
and a fur loincloth.
Well, is it a great sword or a broadsword?
It's both. It is both great and broad.
A sword that can only be described as a great broadsword.
Do not let him hear you call it that.
But is it also long?
It is sizable in every dimension.
It is exceptionally short.
So is it a claymore?
Just a short sword.
I don't want to think about this sword anymore.
It is.
Wait, so
Hey,
I'm
that's an
doing like
axe.
It is nearly as
Claymore
long
or
as he is tall. It is nearly as
Sword-hander?
broad as his glistening shoulders. This dude is huge.
Disgusting.
So is his weapon.
His bigness is supreme.
What?
So is his sword.
Does he
No,
seem to
I
be
was
standing
I was
clutch, or
all-
does he seem aggressive toward us approaching? Like,
I was all ready to talk to this guy, but now I'm not so sure.
Now you're just gonna get disgusted.
Yeah,
As-
something weird.
As you get near, he has sort of a grimace on his face and looks down his nose at you.
Hi.
But like you just get the
His
sense
long,
because you're
broad
sitting up on
nose.
you're sitting up on top of a wagon, so he still has to look up at you. But you get that sense that
yeah.
He
it's
must
the
do
mood
yoga.
of looking down his nose.
He
Like,
could probably pick up this wagon and throw it back where we started from.
That'd be cool. I'd pay
At
to
the
see that.
mansion, actually.
That'd be great. We could save a lot of money on fuel.
Is
This guy like a barbarian or?
I mean,
not like,
maybe-
not like. Okay, I don't mean like as an insult. I just mean.
Is he
I used to be a
uncultured?
barbarian. I used to be a barbarian, you know.
Oh yeah, Doc.
any case, yeah. What brings you here on this day of days? He asks.
Well, actually, we fell out of the sky a little ways back. Could you tell us about this township? Is this whereabouts are we exactly?
You have come to the town ship, as you call it,
It's really more of a village.
of Mugitan,
A city-state?
the greatest town in the region. Here
Oh,
we
shit.
have collected our generational tribute, and if you do not wish to be eaten, I would recommend you cower inside the walls with the rest of my countrymen.
Oh, we could tribute that dragon we killed.
Sure.
You don't. Fine, we'll keep the dragon then.
Yes.
It's
Yet
literally
another-
like over there.
Yet
like
another
half a mile.
wyvern like the one you ride. No true
You can probably
dragon.
see it from here.
to be honest, the wyvern we have was more like a parasite to the one we killed.
No, this
Sort
is
of
a
like
real ass
filter
dragon.
feeder. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it said its name was Imugi.
Mm-hmm.
You have slain a Mugi?
Yeah, you want to see?
Well, strictly speaking, we slew a dragon who told us it was Imugi.
Identified itself as him.
But if Imugi is someone important, maybe it was a ruse.
Imugi, the Empyrean dragon? Imugi of the three heads?
It's
Yeah,
sounding
yeah.
a bit more
Yes,
accurate at this point. You're
It
getting
did have
pretty
3
specific.
heads.
It started with 3 heads.
It got less
then
as
they
time went
dwindled.
on. It's true.
My
none.
entire life's purpose has been to slay Imugi.
Well,
Sort of beat you to the punch there.
I'm
This-
gonna I'm gonna lay a hand consolingly on your shoulder.
Which
I
of
can
you
give
is
you
the chosen champion who bested Imugi in single combat?
It was
Oh, that would be Battlevan, which is over there. And
I thought
our
wasn't it
our
wasn't it,
awesome van.
wasn't it Margaret who fired the
Margaret-
final 3,000
Margaret
arrows?
Yes.
did final.
I guess
finally
it was
slay
Margaret.
Yeah, it was
It's the
Margaret.
final
Absolutely.
strike. What do you mean final? Was this?
Well, she
It attacked
fired
us.
several strikes and took off, I think, all 3 heads on her own. She,
Yeah, with her arrows.
with
It's
very with
amazing.
I
incredible
see
precision.
this treachery of yours. You 7 upon 1.
It also
7
had
upon
several
3.
dozen followers.
It was also self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've-
I was only.
I
we
have
were only
waited in
fighting-
vigil for 4 days for Imugi standing here before our tribute.
Oh well, Mugi wanted our ship more.
It's usually 3 days. I was wondering. I thought perhaps the ancient legends were incorrect.
How old was
Ancient
Mugi?
legends seem okay.
Imugi is older than our history in this region. For as
Imugi
long as we
is
have
better than
records, they
history in
reflect
this region.
Imugi.
How long has that
A
been?
line of champions going back through the ages.
Now I feel bad.
I don't.
It is regrettable, but
None who
It's
lived
done.
until this day. What? If
How is it regrettable? It's
I
dead.
mean, a hunter had been lying in wait for his prey, and we stole it from him. It's regrettable, but it
Bella,
has
do you-
happened.
Bella, do you think we can heal Imugi?
I know not what is to be done. You must come with me.
Alright.
Well,
I feel kinda
how
bad
about we
about
just
Nice pile, by the way.
nice.
Nice pile.
I mean, it's a really nice pile. I'm sure Imugi would have come right over if we hadn't gotten to him first.
Hey, buddy.
I bet he was on his way here even.
Nice pile.
Mints.
I will thank you not to speak ill of the collected wealth of the region.
No, it's good. I'm saying it's good.
It's
a very
good pile.
I would ask you
Lovely
not
pile.
to make light of our pile.
These are the objects which Umugi would demand in tribute. For if he cannot be slain, he must be paid off, so to speak, so as
To be
not
fair,
to.
he wasn't that
Well, the
tough.
good
It's not
news is that
very
you
much.
can keep your pile. I think it decorates the settlement very
I
nicely.
mean, if you really want, you can go back to your village and just take credit for the kill.
Is anyone going to inspect the pile more closely, or
I was
It's a
actually-
pile
I
of
was
I've
junk.
been admiring the pile for a while.
I
like I
observed
wanted
the
to
pile.
kind of because they called it like objects. He didn't really say any specifics, so I'm just kind of like, yep, this thing sure is an object, and just pick something up and kind of.
I like objects.
A mighty horde of objects.
A mighty
what do we got
pile.
here?
well, give me some sort of roll. How do you appraise items?
Here's a roll.
Cursed Bard Int probably knows a lot of legends. And
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of lore in that.
23.
What kind of lore?
Well, I mean,
You got
Can someone else explain what I rolled for me?
Slots has
can
rolled a
only
high
speak
weirdness
by
7. He can only speak by asking questions. If he violates this requirement, he takes 1 damage the first time, 2 damage the second time, and so on.
Are you just gonna insult me again if I thank you?
Most
Oh,
likely.
in any case, Bella sees that all of this has little to no use value. Also, it's you'd expect shining, glittering jewels, for a dragon horde, right? But there's very little to none of that, so not so much
I
in
mean,
terms of sale value.
This dragon was looking for stale cookies at one point, so...
But you realize all of these things are incredibly old.
Yeah.
I would like to
They would be of interest only to archaeologists. This is you see stone spoons from great ages past.
They're
You see
ancient.
very worn sigils and seals that haven't been seen in these parts outside of museums for a very, very long time.
Sir, I think you should preserve these things. They belong in a museum.
I mean,
Not in a pile
a lot
outside
of
your
it's
town.
also in incredibly poor quality, but it's the oldest things they could find.
They're the
Their
oldest
age
knickknacks.
seems to be their value.
See,
I am expecting the pile for magical energies. Maybe they are to see. Maybe there's a connection with the magic I felt up north.
I'm inspecting the pile.
I rolled a
for
33.
techniques.
Excuse me, what was the investigation again? I was talking to someone else.
I'm pouring through this pile of objects,
Uh-huh,
seeing if I can detect any magic, and if so,
Nope.
is it similar to what I felt earlier?
This isn't it. You can tell looking at the pile what vague whiff you get is still behind you. It still seems to be lying within and flowing down the river. Whatever it is.
We're going to have to go upstream at some point.
You mean downstream.
Downstream.
How far?
Till journey's end. Who knows? Perhaps all the way to the sea. Or maybe not. In any case, Bjorn is already just shaking his head and muttering to himself as he leads you across this footbridge toward the city.
the dragon.
Toward the city gate.
I sat here for like 6 weeks on my file. He never showed up.
I got in line first and everything, and they just come in with their
I
pre-order.
Found like the oldest knickknacks and broken shit I could find. I could
Is
they
that
said-
right?
that spoon for nothing.
They said that's what dragons are into.
Is it alright in the store?
These guys come and steal my dragon kill and insult my pile.
As you reach the city gate, he lets out a monstrous bellow, a scream of a champion that rattles the gates.
Can I hear that one more time?
Which one? I think
Yeah.
I
Monstrous
did
bellow.
two at once.
I heard a,
Yeah?
I heard him.
I heard a bellow.
It's in my name.
Are you doing questions only too?
Did you need me?
Anyhow,
It's like a Who's Line sketch.
you see the guards behind the hastily
I'm a dinosaur.
boarded up windows, just moving back and forth, casting shadows, and the portcullis opens, and Bjorn wades in like he's still hot shit.
Wait, what's he stepping in?
He- It's
Hi, how are you guys doing?
it's still
Jump.
very marshy. They built their town on marshland.
What? That's
Wait,
a
they're
really
not even
bad
on like
idea.
stilts or anything. Their houses are filled with marsh.
Did you think this through?
It works for the city of Chicago, I can tell you that.
Oh man.
Was that a burn?
No, I mean that's just the architectural history of the city of Chicago. We invented the floating foundation just for that.
Did we
Everybody's
walk
house
into?
is just
Did we
deep
walk
in
into?
muck.
Did we walk into Moldova from Dilbert? Just mud up to your waist, no matter where you go.
Yes.
Hairy people and babies just laying in the mud.
Are you speaking about Rip?
Yes,
Both a hairy person and a baby.
and mud.
As Bjorn enters, people stick their heads out of clattered windows, and he begins reciting the speech he's been hoping to give his entire life's worth of champion training about how the beast is slain, the town is free, the scourge of generations shall never befall Mugitan once again. Except his heart's not in it. He seems to be choking
Aw.
back tears and putting on a show.
Oh no.
Does anyone else feel
Barbarian
super
pride.
bad?
I mean, I'll give you one of the claws as like a.
I offered to let him take credit for
We
it.
just
I don't
left
really
it
care.
lying up there. You can go get it.
Yeah, you can mount the heads on your walls if you want. Just get over it, buddy.
Upon hearing the sacred words, not just heads are popping out of these windows, but streamers and horns and confetti. As you enter, you are joining in Bjorn's parade of victory.
This is the saddest parade in history. Everyone comes out of their houses waving streamers, but their faces are just.
No, everyone else is super hyped.
Oh,
Like,
He like
Everybody
He, like,
else
sits on
is
the
all
float,
into
and
it.
he's
It's
just
just
like
this guy.
crying into like a sandwich the whole time he's riding the boat. Like,
As you go through town, there's just great joy, and it's the biggest festival that they've ever had. I mean, every generation they prepare for victory, but it's obviously never come until now.
yeah, like we literally like free them from like a centuries old like menace probably.
You can
Good
see
work, Margaret.
as you move through the
Why didn't
town,
they
the tapestries have been hung. The stories of Imugi coming down and just champion after champion facing him and being rent limb from limb.
So
Do they
really
have all
that
this stuff like
dangerous?
ready to go? Like,
I'm just curious. I'm just spitballing here.
Yeah.
Did they ever consider like
moving?
not full combat? like maybe training like I don't know
Not
3 or
living
4
in-
warriors to fight the dragon?
Well, you do see in all of these depictions, it is only single combat, yes.
Did they not know?
Okay,
that
another
this-
question. What made them think that that was fair? Fair combat. Like, a dragon has 3 heads, at least have 3 people.
And like 24 wyverns with him.
Eventually, it just becomes a tradition, you know?
A tradition to just
Question.
get
A
mad.
tradition to be under the dragon's subjugation.
After doing something for a while, it becomes
Did they ever
the way
consider
it's done.
not building their town waist deep in mud?
Apparently not.
Look,
No.
This settlement is actually like a matriarchy, and they just train all these dudes to go die to dragons, and that's their life.
Are you revealing your secret plans?
Also,
Yeah.
what's the purpose of all these little circles? What do they represent?
Don't they look like cobblestones to you?
Oh, okay.
Perhaps?
Squares are buildings.
Yeah,
Circles
the
are
cobblestones just
cobblestones.
floating on the marsh
I
mud.
see.
You see, Rip, as an expert in marsh architecture, I can tell you that these circles represent the circular nature of the
Marsh
ridiculous cycle that these people lived in for centuries, where they lived in fear of this dragon and offered them their oldest garbage every year.
They're
Wow,
our
no, that's-
finest, oldest, dankest garbage.
That's
Just
Don't they
really
just
cool.
look like
And-
rocks, though?
Please
and
don't
this
kill
crack,
us.
this crack right here, as you can see if you look real close, that's the crack that we've put into this cycle. That's
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
The end.
Wow.
wow.
I
Wow.
thought they
God.
were mud bubbles.
As,
oh wow. No wonder
that's
you're the
disgusting.
songwriter for Grant Hansen. Wow.
as you move through the city and cross over the river once again between North and South Magitan, you eventually end upon at the village square, where our Boldo, the village elder, has a great crown of marsh grass to present to the great champion Bjorn Kendrick.
Oh boy.
Oh, good job, Bjorn.
Well, yes, Bjorn.
well. Hold
Kendrick.
on, I want to see how you see how this guy responds
I'd like
to it
to see
before.
this crown. This marsh grass crown.
It
it's
is. Actually,
Ring
you've been picking up through. I mean, many of their songs are about their traditions. Their celebrations are all about this ceremony that has been always planned but never enacted. The woven crown is actually the oldest thing in town. It would be the most valuable thing to put in their pile.
How has it survived?
However, many champions have died merely to protect the crown itself. Whether by intent or just by that's how it worked out. So yeah, it doesn't look like much, but it carries the weight of centuries, ages even. Bjorn kneels, ready to accept it. He's trembling, he's shaking. You have people muttering through the crowd, not understanding why he's upset, and others are saying, well, wouldn't you be emotional at a time like this? Calm down. Bjorn has
Bella
never
kinda-
failed us.
Bella kind of throws her voice as someone in the audience. He's like, "Show us the trophy."
Where'd you leave the body? Why? You don't look like you've been in combat. You're perfectly fine.
With one final shake, just a moment before the crowd touches his head, he collapses face down into the marsh ground,
What a
Oh my
drama
gosh, is he
queen.
dead?
and he cries out, "No, no!"
Is this guy related to Claude?
Who?
Don't worry.
You don't know Claude?
He's a famous actor.
only the greatest actor in the entire empire.
I've
Don't
seen
need to
all
say
of his.
that.
I'm his
I've seen
biggest
all of his
fan.
shows until he
Oh.
mysteriously disappeared one time.
He's not
that
that
guy.
good.
He's great.
Whatever. He's pretty overblown.
Look, I went to the
A
opening show of a
gasp goes
Battlevan
up
house.
through the crowd.
Brilliant.
Where'd everybody go?
Don't you see us in the town
What's
square?
the plot?
Yeah,
that
town
missing
mud pit?
We're missing the cutscene. Shush. This
I
is a video game. See.
did not defeat Imugi.
She did.
Suddenly
What?
everybody runs screaming, believing Imugi is still alive and coming for them. Before he cries, no, Imugi is slain, but not by my hand. By these 7 champions.
Wow, wouldn't it be awkward if it turned out we had just lied about it? Because he hasn't seen any proof up to this point.
So we're just going on.
I mean,
I mean, I do have
Probably right
claws.
now,
I did take a claw of a Mugi.
Oh, okay.
I have it right here if you want to see it.
No,
Bella
no
kind of like
thanks.
puts her hand into it and like pretends that she's like a like kind of like what you do with like those spider or those crab claws. Where you
Oh,
like
yeah,
pull the
yeah.
tendon and make them.
Bella raises her claw hand, and Arboldo, the village elder, begins shuffling.
Shoves
Or
Bjorn down,
He pushes him into the mud.
which is
Just like-
everywhere.
Shaking the crown ahead and like offering it toward Bella,
Waving
and
this
then toward
ring of muddy grass
Scarlet,
at you.
because clearly a mighty wizard, maybe, but maybe it was Manuel, this one with 2 swords. Who? But
I don't want that nasty hat.
There's still way
But
up.
Bjorn-
I will tell you right now, it was this one here, and I point to Margaret.
Yeah, like we all
Margaret-
kind of like offer Margaret up. Like no, please.
Yeah, we
Yep,
push her
there's definitely
forward.
Margaret.
It was definitely
100%.
There is but
Sure.
1 crown for 7 heads.
I just drive the van.
No, just Margaret. Said, really.
Isn't that
Only Margaret
ironic when
did
it
it.
was a 3-headed dragon?
She's the one who landed the killing blow.
I can't wear this.
No, please.
Don't you know it's too
No,
gaudy
it
for
was
me?
all you, really.
You have to.
Margaret, you did it. You're the winner.
Margaret,
You're the big winner. You
champion.
win. You're the champion.
Can't you see this is a fine imperial town?
No.
It is. They do have all the trappings of a very loyal town.
Being waist deep in mud.
Don't you see that statue of the tiny little emperor over there?
Yeah.
Is there a statue of the tiny little emperor?
There's
Is it made of mud?
it is in front of the town courthouse where an imperial judge imparts the imperial law.
Well, they must have erected that pretty quickly.
Margaret. Bella kind of whispered, Margaret, it'd be rude to decline. It's their tradition. Like, centuries old. You understand tradition. I mean,
Well, I suppose I won't make a fuss. I will accept the, I don't say this out loud, I will accept the really weird-looking, gross crown.
Uh-huh.
He slaps it on your head with a loud squish.
Moist.
It's literally just a ring of grass and mud.
That is the crown of the imperial champion. That's going to give you +2 to MD,
Oh,
All right.
great!
and I'll shoot you the rest of the stats later.
Can't believe we managed to trick Margaret into getting it.
Now she has to use it all the time.
Have none of you ever seen laurel wreaths?
Yeah. It's the laurel wreath of the marsh people. You see, these people are their ceremonial garb, perhaps their traditional wear for this region. It does use a lot of marsh grass, a lot of that sort of thing. Just Hawaiian grass skirts. Imagine that, but a bit muddier.
No, I'm not. Sorry. Try again.
incorrect analogy.
Okay, any other Polynesian grass skirts? There you go. And Arboldo announces, we have been delivered, finally, by these outsiders who have shown us that our ways are stagnant.
Yeah, I think y'all need to get a battle van. Works pretty
No,
good for us.
Rip. Duh. Whatever.
Yet our loyalty has been rewarded, and they shall also be rewarded. Our wealth is not taken from us. Let us share it. Let us...
I mean, yeah, we'll take something from
And a great cheer goes up through the crowd. Everyone with a restaurant is inviting you to eat there. Everyone with an inn would be honored if you stayed in their finest suite on the house. Bjorn is still kind of sitting where he face planted in his shame. A crowd of people comes to rush you, and they ignore him entirely.
Stepping on him.
Holy shit.
Why do we ruin this one guy's life so...
Sometimes you ruin a guy's life. That's part of, like, getting things done, okay?
dramatically?
I walk up to him and I put my hand out.
We've
on, buddy.
never done this much damage
I
to
want it
one-
put on the record that I did offer to let him take the credit.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was too sad.
his
Bjorn
grand
is
battle
much too
strategy.
honorable.
Yeah. He wouldn't accept it.
What are we supposed... I mean, his grand battle strategy was get a pile of trash, put it 2 feet outside the town, and just sit there and wait for a dragon to show up. Like,
I mean, it probably has worked for the past 200 years. or
Bella,
more.
with her hand still in the claw, taps on Bjorn's back and she's like, "Hey, buddy, you feeling all right? You want
My village is saved, my purpose is served. I will be well.
Good. I'm
Oh.
glad. You want to keep the claw?" She kind of like offers her arm out, like with the claw on it.
I feel this is not earned, but
Come on.
Of
yet
course
it was my birthright.
you
Yeah.
trained all your life for this. You know, it's really important to you, and I think that you earned it, even though you weren't the one to deliver the killing blow. I think that the distraction of the two hordes for it to choose from, I think that really aided us in
This is clearly just BS.
man, well, you could wait until after. Until he's out of earshot.
really strong.
You are
Bjorn.
outsiders, and this town still requires a champion. He stands and accepts
Yeah.
the call. Now go, there is a festival in your honor.
Okay.
I think I've gotten head lice
Hey,
from this
buddy, I'm
crown.
the champion. I'll go where I please. Don't rush me.
It's like
So-
it's like 60% grass, like
Those
like
those who
30% mud and
still
10% ticks.
recognize Bjorn as a guy worth paying attention to saw this moment, and another smaller cheer has risen up with the accord between Bella and Bjorn.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot
They
of
like-
great
they like
musicians,
raise the
songwriters
claws
out there
together over
named
their
Bjorn.
heads.
I just want to say.
They like raise the claw up over their heads together, and she's like, "Yeah, look, he did something too. He's all right."
Yeah, he's cool. And
I'll sing a
stuff.
song for you, Bjorn. I'll write a song for you.
Arboldo says, "You, travelers, you seem to have come from a great ways. We have not seen anything like you people before."
looking at the elf.
Gesturing at Scarlet's fashions and Manuel's civilized demeanor and Slotz's existence.
I like it. It's my clothes that he's weirded out by, and not
Hey,
anything else.
Well, there have been dragon
There have been
spawn.
dragon spawn. Mint's clothes are, I guess in his eyes, equally weird. But, I mean, Mint's clothes are weird everywhere he goes.
It's kind of space.
Once we get to the moon, I'm gonna be the only one who fits in.
What you mean, the only one breathing?
Also that. Breathing is great, by the way. I'd highly suggest it.
I mean, there's an elf and a dwarf working together.
Don't
This
you think
place
I'll be
has
fine?
been rather isolated.
Never in fiction have I seen an elf and a dwarf work together.
Only in real life, ha-cha-cha.
Only in real life.
Anyway, his point, by pointing out that your adventures from far-flung lands, is to encourage you to take a stock of their wares, their merchants area, their supply shops, and they have a great trade in strange and interesting things in this town. Why else do you think they can build a pile of incredibly old junk every generation? It's quite a pile, I must say.
It was a nice
Yeah.
pile.
It was a nice pile.
Pile. All right.
Still is a nice pile.
Mhm.
See, the best part about that nice pile is that you can keep all of it. It's all yours. It's like the pile that you almost wasted. But
It's the pile
you
of
can
stuff you
remember it,
still
it's that.
have.
Oh,
Well, I mean, none of it is very nice.
Well, you learn that
So-
this pile was collected
Oh.
not just by this village, but all the villages of the surrounding area. Some in the trees, some in the marsh, some on
Were any of them towns?
drier land. No, it's just a confederation of villages.
like some
Met-
sort of a principality. Like
yeah, a lot of that would be a kingdom ruled by a prince.
like
A county.
like some kind of city-state.
That would involve
A
a
gathering
city.
of settlements.
Yeah, a confederation of villages, you might say.
Yeah,
And I did
sort of conglomeration of townships.
twice now.
Who cares?
But in any case, this is the collected pile of all of them. Every generation, one champion is chosen from all of them, and in this case, it was Bjorn from a very young age. He comes down every 40, 45 years from the clouds to collect his tribute, and every once in a while, it gets challenged to single combat, and we all know how that's gone every time until today.
Yeah, dragon didn't even have any scars on it or anything.
What if it used to have
Pretty
5 heads?
No, it didn't look like it.
They healed well.
Manuel did get a good look at it too,
I was right in the bosom.
laying in its bosom after the fight, dead.
The Great Parade and ceremonial festival has ended, and now you're in a town full of house parties. Basically, there are runners going out to these other villages, spreading news of their deliverance, etc. What else do you want to check out?
Well, I guess we'll.
I have two questions to start
Yeah.
off with.
Yeah.
Since there's a bit less to a party going on. One, where is the mead? Two, where is it? Three.
Same.
Put it in me. That's not a question, but do it.
Oh my
Where's the
goodness.
mead?
Goodness, Manuel.
See. And well,
The
Well,
meat.
like he said that like they got like cool stuff. I'm always up for
We
looking
have
at just
cool
like
stuff.
cool random stuff.
Well,
And
this
also
this area of town,
alcohol made from honey.
every town square, this one included, has at least one tavern, and this one currently has its doors open with raucous music being played, and everything's half off. Celebrate our freedom. That'll be
Everything should be a third off, considering how the dragon.
that'll be this building here.
What if we go there, join the celebration for a bit, maybe play a show?
However,
No.
this isn't a one tavern town. I mean,
It's more of a 6 or 7 time.
I mean, on a day like today, everybody who has the means to buy a keg has.
It's a
and
town just of
really,
microbreweries.
Every city, I mean, every
This
home
is-
is either empty because they're at somebody else's party or hosting a giant party.
Yeah, just kegger parties everywhere right now.
It's a whole
everywhere.
town where they
Might I
It's a whole
suggest?
town of Rush Week.
Might I suggest a ceremonial burning of that pile?
Like you can do a pub crawl of every building in this town. You are the champion heroes.
For hygiene, that is.
In fact, here's how it's gonna go. Hey Slots, what do you do as for party times?
Do you mind if I go check out those 2 shops I saw?
We'll get to that later, but this is party times.
Do you see a mouth?